Hi, I'm Roxy. Let's be friends.
No. St-
What, you wouldn't buy the Roxy tablet?
all that would be on there is links to porn sites. It'd be like the fucking. It'd be like.
It wouldn't just be that. It would have a drawing software with tutorials on how to draw
all.
genital anatomy.
Okay,
I was
so
about to say all the
links to
all
porn sites, drawing software, and fun facts about snails on a daily basis.
the fun facts about snails also repeats after like 3 weeks. It would like just loop back to the first fact that they told you and keep going down the
Did you know
line.
snails make very bad shoelaces?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it just goes like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, we're here. The
We're finally here
after
for this particular movie.
everybody's like genuinely probably one of the most for a lot of
I
people
don't know
it's like
why.
their most anticipated movie of this year. So,
This was honestly like my least anticipated movie of the year. I say least anticipated movie of the year because I didn't even know Mercy existed until it came out.
you say
But
least anticipated, but at the very least, I mean, never mind. I'm not even going to make the fucking joke for you. Continue. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely terrified until the movie actually came out and people started saying it was good, which I know happened with Toy Story 4 as well. But I've warmed up to Toy Story 4 a little bit. I still don't like it, but I,
I've been hearing a
I
lot of more mixed reactions to this one,
Well,
honestly.
what mixed ones are we talking about, you might be wondering? We're talking about Toy Story 5, which is a 2026 American animated adventure comedy drama produced by Pixar Animated Studios for Walt Disney Pictures, directed by Andrew Stanton, who conceived the story and co-wrote the screenplay with Kenna Harris. It is the fifth main installment in Pixar's Toy Story film series and the sequel to Toy Story 4. The ensemble cast features Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack, among those reprising their roles from the previous films, joined by Conan O'Brien, Scarlett Spears, Greta Lee, Shelby Rabara, Mitchell Harris, and Craig Robinson. Set 2 years after the events of the fourth film, Toy Story 5 follows Jesse, Hanks, Woody and Buzz Lightyear as they see the other toys deal with the presence of Lily Pad, a tablet, and the new favorite of Bonnie. Just from that description alone, I can already imagine a lot of people just rolling their fucking eyes being like, oh, they did a tablet story?
Here we go again.
Which, I can't blame people for thinking that. I would
No,
also be
that's what
like,
I
Yeah.
thought. That's what I thought when I first saw when this was first announced. I was like, they're really just gonna do the Woody being jealous Buzz is getting more attention thing again, except this time it's Jesse and the new toy is a tablet.
hmm,
And also, yeah, the fact that they're now doing an iPad Kids storyline.
this
Okay,
movie
honestly, it has
is
the same sort of. My reaction to this movie being announced was probably how some people reacted when Toy Story 3 was announced. They're like, oh my god, they're doing the is growing up and moving on thing again, like from Toy Story 2? What's the point of this movie?
except there's a difference between that and this one because that at the very least, like it was setting itself that it was taking place years later, versus this one where I don't know. I We'll get into it. Um, how do
That
we
being
all?
said, I do have some grievances. But
Let's start with this. How do we all feel going into? Well, okay, I guess that's what we did technically. If you want to
No, we
hear
didn't
how we
technically say
felt, there are multiple episodes where you can hear us just going like, are we actually really excited for this movie? Do we have any hope for this movie being good? I mean, genuinely, like we all probably like. I mean, the most notable example is me, Guy, and Sir all did an episode for Evil Spirit Reactions where we talked about the first trailer when it came out, and
Yeah.
genuinely, like I was like, this movie just seems like it wouldn't be very good, and well, here we are today.
Well, we also talked about it a while with Trevor at the end of the Toy Story episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where we
we
were
did.
like, wow, this looks like a mess.
There are multiple videos of us our
Giving what we thought of
giving what our
beforehand.
predictions are.
Yeah.
I thought at least it was going to be funny bad because I didn't know
You
how
know
you
what?
would make all this work together.
And also, by the way, audience members, we have no idea what Trevor thinks as of us recording
And we're
this.
not
So
going. And we're not going to ask him. So do
yeah,
not
we're
ask
not going
us.
to ask him.
We're not going to
gonna
ask him.
We're waiting for whatever he thinks as well.
Waiting in anticipation, just like the rest of you.
Yeah. So also don't think that we're just. Hey, you guys are just going off what Trevor says, or you're just going off what Schaefer says. I don't care.
We literally don't know what he thinks of it.
Especially when you hear my opinion on this movie, because I am not going based off any reviews of this fucking movie. I am going based off what I saw in theaters that night. All right. How do we?
It's like Minion and Mega Man 2. Caroline. That night was just 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Well, we're going based. Well, that night was. To be honest, I had a pretty bad Friday, but I made sure that didn't tamper with how I felt about this movie, because I took time to kind of like just give my thoughts and opinions out there. Which, by the way, my Letterboxd review will be changed. For people who were wondering, it's going to be changed in a few days. I actually wrote a real review.
Oh, you just didn't want to give away your thoughts to us before we recorded this, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, except I told Sir like a few hours ago how I felt about this movie. So, well, I just said what I thought of it, broad stroke like. But I guess
I feel like we can't talk about the movie. I mean, I'm definitely going to dedicate a section to this when I review it on my own. But we should definitely at least address it here as well. I don't think we can talk about the movie without talking about Pixar's marketing.
Let's start. Yeah, you know what? Okay, so we said this in Hoppers. We said this about a lot of other Pixar movies. Pixar's marketing team is fucking awful. Whether or not the film you think is good or bad, you can't deny they can't market a movie for fucking shit. Like
they have a real habit of making the good movies look bad in the trailers.
Or worse than what it would actually be.
They consistently pick all the worst jokes, which I mean, it's in a way, I'm glad that the good jokes are in the movie without being spoiled in the trailer, so I can actually laugh at them the first time. But on the other hand, you actively pick the worst jokes from the movie, so I think it's going to be less funny than it actually is.
I mean,
I generally cannot tell at this point whether Pixar's marketing team is like extremely incompetent or it's just purposefully sabotage.
They're actually spies set by DreamWorks.
They needed this. I feel like they needed this.
For DreamWorks, aren't you?
But I mean, honestly, I think they needed this movie to do good because the Toy Story brand after 4 has kind of been.
That's the whole. And the whole reason this was even made at all was just to prove that Toy Story can still be profitable after Lightyear flopped.
Which, by the way, also
by the way,
continue the series.
I think it's really funny that they mentioned Zurg being Buzz's father in this again. They're like, it almost feels like a pseudo apology for Lightyear existing.
They just decanonized Lightyear, which is hilarious.
Which Lightyear already tried to decanonize what Toy Story 2 said. So, honestly, the fact that they treated Zurg as Buzz's father in this just, on one hand, it makes sense continuity-wise for this movie. On the other hand, I just think it's really funny that they're not even going to bother acknowledging Lightyear.
Which is a prediction I believe Guy and I made during the Evil Spirit vlog, which is that they're never going to reference Lightyear.
Speaking of which, you'll see, hopefully by the time this episode is up, I'll have my car rant where me and my 2 friends discussed the movie, Man on Fire and Alleged Ape. We watched it together. You can go listen to what we had to say, like legitimately right out the theater. So, yeah.
That's cool. I think Doug Walker started doing those as well.
Yeah.
It-
He did those alongside the Cinema Snob.
Yeah, I wanted to do it as kind of a way, so then, like, because I was originally going to start doing that with Captain America Brave New World when it came out, but I just thought that the review could have easily just been a backlog review, or letterbox review, and that be that. But this was like, oh man, when we walked out of the theater, huh, oh boy. I guess also another thing I wanted to bring up was, we kind of had, like, let's talk about Toy Story 4 real quick, and I know this is weird that we're going to bring this up, but
I assume we've all seen Toy Story 4 recently.
no, actually, I
Yes,
have not rewatched Toy Story 4
It was
for
the
this.
it was the first like letterbox review I did after completing my Spielberg marathon.
I didn't care to go back to Toy Story
Yeah,
4.
what a lovely thing to come back to after experiencing absolute cinema for like over a month.
But I was thinking about coming back to Toy Story 4 after the movie to see which one is better in my head, but I didn't really need to do that because I kind of made my answer up after. But I guess, and I'll save it for later. I promise. You guys will hear what I have to say about that later.
It actually is a good point to start with our thoughts on Toy Story 4 just going in, but to show what we thought of the state the franchise was in before this game.
Oh, dude,
It's
I thought this franchise fucking like after Toy Story 4 and after Lightyear and then after like basically them being like, "Oh, well, the only way how we can make money now is through sequels and not doing
One way
anything
to make
original."
money now is through rehash sequels and not authentic original stories, or whatever the full quote was.
Yeah, I had no hope for Toy Story 5 at all going in because I already thought 4 was bad. Like, I mean, once again, I rewatched it recently. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but the problems that it has were still there.
Okay,
Like,
sorry.
what I take an issue with hasn't changed. It's just that some of the things I don't care as much about, if that makes sense. Like, I think some of the jokes are funny from this point. Now, I really don't. The fact that I really don't appreciate Forky being suicidal being considered a joke by the movie. That I still really don't like.
Yeah. Also, I don't like. Here's the weird thing. I was mostly numb for this up until the third act. Like that's really when I started getting mad again.
I think that's
when
kind of how
watching this movie.
I kind of felt
as is in Toy Story 4.
Yeah, Toy Story 4.
I think public reception on Toy Story 4 has changed from it being a great movie to it being a fine whatever movie to now just being a very split movie. Because you got some people who love Toy Story 4 and will defend it till the day they die. And then you have people who hate Toy Story 4 and will burn it alive till the day they die. So
yeah, I think it's split now because I don't think everybody hates Toy Story 4, but you definitely see a lot more people hating on it than you used to.
Yeah, and that might just be because of public reception over time. It could be because of YouTube reviewers actually talking about it. Not just Trevor, because mind you, there's other cartoon reviewers that exist, like Cartoon Chi, as an example.
Right before, literally before the first negative Toy Story review I saw was from Jordan Newitt.
Exactly. So whether or not Toy Story 4, it definitely was a polarizing thing.
I'm sure people who made videos like Trevor and people who made videos like the one Trevor made, I'm sure they influenced public opinion to some degree, but they definitely don't have the influence to shift the entire world's opinion.
Exactly. It could shift maybe one or two people's opinions, or maybe a couple thousand, but it doesn't shift everybody. Because this is one thing I will say. Even if Toy Story 4 wasn't bad, I still thought that the brand was damaged because of movies like Lightyear and just the state of what Pixar is at now, where, yeah, Hoppers was good. I gave it a good score, and some of the things I said in the review, I kind of wish I elaborated more on what I had issues with. But overall, I thought Hoppers was a good movie. But at the same time, it felt kind of weird because, the movie before that was Elio. The movie before that was Inside Out 2. Zootopia 2 came out. And it's like, yeah, these sequels are
That wasn't
good.
even Pixar, but the idea still
but
stands.
but I'm bringing up like Disney like Disney and Pixar. Like it seems.
They've been having a surprisingly good recent streak, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, Zootopia 2 wasn't Moana 2 last year.
Moana 2 is 2024.
I think it was 2024. And to be fair, can you even blame me for forgetting that Moana 2 existed?
No, because Moana 2, from what I've seen... Oh, yeah, we saw a poster for the live-action Moana movie. Golly,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
The trailer for the live-action Moana movie played before Toy Story 5 in my theater. I think my mom wants to see it, and that upsets me.
If we do, we could do an episode on it. I would be fine with talking about the live-action Moana
No.
movie. I'd be fine with it. I don't care. Because I genuinely am to the point now where... I don't know. I'm kind of...
Anyway, yeah, just the fact that Toy Story 4 and Lightyear... I say that fact. It's an opinion. Our opinions on Toy Story 4 and Lightyear combined with Pixar's shit marketing really didn't make me look forward to this movie. But I did start to have second thoughts over time where I was like, Pixar's marketing really is just really bad, so it's entirely possible the movie's good and they just dropped the ball once again, because Inside Out 2 looked bad, was really good. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's been a consistent problem, so I feel like it
How
doesn't...
long has it been going on?
The point of marketing is to convince you to watch the product, but Pixar's marketing, if anything, just makes me feel like it's not going to be worth my time. It doesn't matter because I'm still going to watch it anyway, just because I've seen all their movies.
I'm trying to think. What do you think was like the start of this?
Elemental.
I can't even remember anymore.
Elemental, I would say.
I think it was Elemental.
I think that's where it started.
Probably
really.
Elemental.
Elemental was also a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I thought Elemental was decent, but yeah, the marketing looked really desperate.
Well, I guess that's enough to talk about. I guess another thing, the shorts weren't as good, like Lamp Life and Forky Ask a Question.
Yeah.
Bro, get this shit out of here.
The shorts that came out before Toy Story 4 were pretty good.
Yeah, no, but I'm meaning like that was after 2019 to now.
Yeah,
I don't think the Toy Story shit was great.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I don't know where else I could even mention this. I'm just gonna say I'm so thrilled that they're gonna re-release like every Toy Story video game ever soon.
Yeah, the Toy Story Mega Collection.
Oh man, that'll give me video content for like 2 months.
You just talk about the fucking Bugs Life video game at one point, and be like, why is this even here?
I was about to say that that you mentioned shorts earlier, but I remember when the movie starts, it made me sad over the fact that like Pixar has not had a short film in front of their movies since 2018.
Yeah, but to be fair, given the financial state of the company, I think it's fine. That's a sacrifice I'm okay with.
Wasn't Carl's Date an intro to a movie?
Yeah, but it wasn't made. It wasn't made to be a short for in front of an Elemental. It was just the last episode of the Disney Plus show. So
hey, you know what? If they're gonna keep, and you know what? If they're gonna keep making movies like this, where they keep making sequels to their more iconic films, as long as the sequels are good, it doesn't really bother me.
Can't wait for Cars 4 to be a thing. Good God.
Dude, Cars X Madagascar 4.
Well,
make it happen.
Enough said on how I guess let's actually... We've been going for almost 20 minutes. Let's actually get into the fucking movie.
Right.
I guess
usual structure, I guess. First off, the animation.
It looks
good. I mean,
what a shock.
Yeah, that shouldn't be any surprise for Pixar. They've been at the top of their game animation wise for their entire film career.
I will say though, I am glad with the art style change for Bonnie's, which is more of a stylized thing, which is nice. It just kind of sucks that you only see it 2 times in the movie. You only see it...
Well, 3 technically.
Yeah, 3 because you cut back to it. Oh no, and at the wedding scene.
That's really cool.
Bonnie's playtime, one's for Blaze's playtime. The last one's for both.
Yep.
It's kind of like how Toy Story 3 started with an opening of how Andy saw his his playtimes, which were like a big bombastic Western movie, which was really cool. I like that they did something like that here, but they made it, but like kind of like how Bonnie was made to be a distinct kid from Andy in Toy Story 3. They gave it a completely new aesthetic
Yeah, they
because
give you like
it's not
crayon,
his playtime; it's hers.
Yeah.
like crayon, colorful aesthetic, which finally nice to see Pixar try and catch up with the rest of the industry.
Thank God they actually are doing it. It looks really good, and I don't have much to say for overall the animation. It looks good, but again, this is Pixar, so you kind of go, well, if it looked like shit, you'd be like, well,
Looks
you guys
good
have
in
a
it.
huge budget.
I do think I do think it's a little weird that I mean Toy Story 4 started it, so I guess it sort of makes sense that they would do it again. But it is a little weird that they started making the animals in Toy Story just look like real animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it-
It's not that big of a deal. It's just a little strange because I mean Scud and Buster in the previous movies did
Yeah.
not look like that.
What are you gonna say, sir?
Oh yeah, it looks good. It makes me excited to go see Gato when, because this was mainly put in here as like a test for how Pixar can do stylized animation.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Hext also coming out? I haven't seen the trailer for
That's the main Disney Animation Studios, and yeah, it is coming out this year.
It looks interesting.
it. I don't know. Every time whenever I hear the name Hext, I just think of like the Descendants movies. I don't know why. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, Caroline, Descendants movies. I knew I liked you. No, I'm joking.
That's so true, though. That's what it
Do
reminds
you
me
want
of.
to? I'd totally be up for a Descendants video at some point if you
Oh my
wanted to.
gosh, yes.
Maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. But for now, I want to get off animation and I want to talk about one of my biggest issues with this movie.
Plot?
Not the the plot, yes, but my main issue with this fucking movie is, and this might just be because it's not my type of humor, but I think it's something that I can definitely criticize for. The gigantic amount of poop jokes in this movie because of Smarty Pants' existence is super annoying. Like, I was completely over it after, like, the second poop joke. It was so...
Yeah, it was...
There were so many of them. He'll wipe your ass!
There's so many of them, but I weirdly never got annoyed. It was just more like, really? This was, like, meant to be the standout character with the dry sense of humor, just like with Forky and Socks. I have played these games before.
Yeah, but
I like Smarty Pants. I did think he was funny.
I didn't find any of his jokes.
I didn't think he was funny because the actual jokes he was telling. I thought he was funny because of Conan O'Brien's delivery.
I don't know, man. I just thought that the jokes were awful. And especially when they're like, well, we got time to kill. You want to play Catch the Poop? I was literally like, kill you. I literally looked over at my friend and I said, oh my god, I'm going to die. I'm going to like actually just end it all. I can't take this no more, dog. Why?
Oh,
It's
no.
not funny. It's not funny. I thought we all, like, look, don't get me wrong. I know Toy Story 3 has the Lincoln Logs joke. I know, like, there's a scene where Woody almost falls in the toilet. But, like, those are whatever. This motherfucker, every time he sees a bathroom, like, whenever Blaze used the restroom, and he's like, oh my god, she did it without me. That felt fucking weird! It felt off! I did not like that! It was disgusting. It wasn't, like, and don't get me wrong, this isn't, like, gag-inducing, like, fucking fixed, because, obviously, but, come on, man. I don't want to hear these, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I thought.
Do you think you would have liked the movie a lot more if Smarty Pants was replaced with a different character who isn't toilet themed?
Maybe if he was an actual, I don't know. Maybe if he was actually like interesting and funny, maybe I could look past it. But I didn't find him interesting at all. And then like my friend brought up another good question. Why can the fucking poop toy, the toy that helps you use the bathroom, send emails?
That I
How
was
the
confused.
fuck?
I
Okay,
agree that was weird.
okay,
And that
this
was
company needs to be investigated because that's a kid's toy for teaching kids how to use the bathroom. You're telling me that has an email function? That's disgusting. Like, come on, you can't deny that's fucking weird as shit. No pun
yeah.
intended.
That I did agree. I was like, what? Why would you even put that in?
Even install that
Especially
for
in a toy
toy.
that was made for the
It's
bathroom.
especially weird. It's especially weird because we literally have the GPS hippo thing. Why not just have
Yeah,
that
the
be the guy that
GPS.
sends the text messages?
Oh, and that's another weird thing.
Yeah,
So,
fully.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
But like fully was it that Smarty Pants could do that on his own, or he needed to be connected to Hippo Guy and Snappy?
I think he needs to be connected so he can send
I think he
images
needed
and
to be
GPS.
connected.
Yeah,
So he can send
he
GPS
definitely needed to be
coordinates and
connected
stuff.
to Snappy to send the photos.
You want to know what would have made that 10 times better? If he was literally another fucking tablet or something, but like a lesser model. There you go. Why did it have to be this fucking toilet toy? Why? And again, why?
I do
Wait a
think the
minute. Here's another
problem would be
question.
solved if he was just like maybe like
A
I don't
DS
know.
or some
Yeah, no,
shit?
I think something like that, like a Game Boy. Perfect.
Okay, and then here's another
Yeah,
thing. Why the fuck can the poop toy connect to the fucking GPS locator and camera? Isn't that just like, okay, like that's giving me serious red flags. Someone needs to investigate Eggman Industries. Because, well, I mean, they need to invest the other one too. Because,
I think Eggman's a bad guy.
no, like, that's the name of the company. Which I thought was fucking
No,
yeah.
hilarious.
I know.
But, like, seriously, like, come on. I can't be the only one that thinks that's really fucking weird. Like, that's
It is. It doesn't make the movie bad or anything. It is just a very bizarre detail to even have.
It does be. Not only is it a bizarre
And
detail, it's
I don't even
weird as
think
fuck.
Pixar put that in for the sake of let's have the company be weird as possible. Obviously, they didn't think that. I just don't think they thought through
yeah. They
the
didn't
ramifications of having it be a toilet toy that does this. So I don't.
think
So why
through.
would you make it a toilet
Why?
toy?
I
Oh,
don't.
so then there's poop jokes in the fucking movie to make the 3-year-olds laugh, which isn't funny. At least with like, say what you want about some of the jokes in Toy Story 4. I don't think Toy Story 4 was really a gut-busting, hilarious movie like Toy Story 1 through 3 are, but at least some of the jokes didn't have to lower their standards down to poop jokes.
Yeah,
And yeah, I
instead
think
it's mostly just like, well, mostly, but it's mainly just a bunch of wisecracks from two specific characters.
Snappy and... Oh yeah, no. Okay, anyways.
I mean, Ducky and Bunny.
Yeah.
Were
I mean, at least,
You mean
like...
in the
might
case of
as
Toy
well be
Story
like
4?
might as well be like Pixar's answer to I forgot the name of the two robots from Transformers 2.
Mario and Luigi. Anyways, can I also bring up another thing? I don't think I would have nearly as much of a problem with this if they didn't shelve the other fucking toys. Why do they keep doing this?
Yeah,
Why do they
are we
keep
on to the
acting
plot
like...
at this point?
Sure, this can be tied back to the plot. Why do they keep shelving all the other characters that people love? Even, okay,
Yeah.
look, even if
Okay,
you're a
I
Toy
think
Story
the
4 fan,
idea. I think
you
I
don't get
think
no
the
character you
idea.
like.
I do. I think the idea is that since Woody, Buzz, and Jessie were the main characters of the original trilogy, yes, Toy Story 2 had an ensemble cast, but it was still mostly focused on those three.
Yeah.
I think that the idea is that almost like treating them as side characters at this point, which sucks that their role is reduced, but at the same time, I'm not really sure what they would have done in this movie anyway.
Probably.
My question though is,
Okay.
I mean, obviously they did it for marketing, but you could have just not had Woody in this movie and it would have been fine.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
They brought him back because,
As
one...
for the
Sorry.
side character,
Go ahead, sir.
I'll at least give it, sort of give it this, at least above, like Toy Story 4. This somewhat has a reasonable justification, as in they're literally been shelved thanks to LilyPad.
Yeah,
And
but
here,
I mean,
there was
I think
there's
the
like no reason for them to not find Woody, especially after the tire's been popped.
I think the explanation that Woody came back because of radio static miscommunicating him is really dumb. And
And
I think the fact that Buzz
Oh
almost thinks like
God,
Woody's
fucking
trying to take his
fights.
spot is also really bizarre
Why
that
do they
they
fight in
bother
this
doing
fucking
that.
it's really,
movie?
especially
Yeah,
there's no real
why do they
resolution
fight?
to it. They just when he gets kidnapped by the Buzz Army. Oh my God, the
Dude, the
Buzz
Buzz
The
Army.
Army
part, the
are
part
some
where
of the
Woody's,
most useless fucking
the part
things
where
and the
Woody's
most
getting
plot
eaten
convenient
by a
thing.
pig.
The
Yeah,
the Buzz Army is the most fucking. We need some way to get from point A to point B, and also need to pad out the runtime. Let's bring in the Buzz Army. I fucking
yeah,
hate these
yeah.
stupid
I was actually getting into the story,
hotspot.
and then the scenes with the Buzz Army just took me out of it. And I was like, can this please just be over? Can you please just let
I thought it
delusional
was funny
Buzz
that
die already?
I thought it was funny that they were fully prepared to kill an entire family.
Yeah, that honestly, that scene was kind of funny. But here's what I will say about that: as this feels like a spin-off TV show that is like Toys on the Run, and it's talking about like these Buzz Lightyears that go back. Oh, by the way, I thought like whenever I watched Trevor's video, and yes, I am going to bring up Trevor's video here because I genuinely didn't know this. When they started saying Star Command, I legitimately started losing my mind in the theater. And that was the first minute of the movie. I was like, this is so incredibly stupid. And my friends were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I knew from like the leaked footage it was going to be the first scene. And oddly enough, it wasn't until like the radio like static thing Roxy mentioned that was like the first red flag for me in this movie.
The Buzz
like-
Army doing absolutely nothing in this movie is indicative of the whole you're only here because we need you for plot convenience. Because what does the Buzz
Yeah.
Army even do in this movie that helps aside the truck scene? Exactly, nothing.
Yes.
Like they're like at one point they kidnap Woody, they make a reference to Toy Story 2, and then they have a
Is that
The
even the
fucking
even the
Lightyear
new characters
assemble!
in
Anyways,
even the new characters in Toy Story 4 were like more useful throughout the even if you could just replace them with the old cast, they were still useful.
Okay, I will say this: I
Completely
did
failed
think,
rescue scene.
even though it does just come out of nowhere, I think the fact that the high tech Buzz Lightyear toys are drones as well, that was kind of cool because that makes perfect sense actually, even though it wasn't foreshadowed.
Even though
Because
yeah,
if you're gonna make an advanced Buzz Lightyear toy using modern technology, of course he would turn into a drone. That would be like the number one feature you'd want.
also okay, hold on,
it would have been cool if it wasn't like a complete asshole that came out of. Also, during I couldn't like focus on the scene where Buzz and Jesse confess because I was just more like, how is no one in the highway or
Dude,
whatever
that's another thing.
able to see this?
Dude, this movie, if none of the fucking adults were as stupid as shit, this movie would never happen. Like the scene where every Buzz Army fucking toy runs into the house and the dad comes downstairs, they should have been fucking caught. It doesn't matter. What is this motherfucker an NPC from Metal Gear? Like, how did he not see him? They're all lined up against the wall.
Like, okay, it's very obvious watching this movie that they put pretty much all of their writing resources into the Jesse plotline, which is fine because Jesse's the main character. I mean, okay, it's not fine that they skimped out on the other parts writing wise, but like it's understandable, is what I mean.
I'm kind of, another thing. How does nobody notice that the fucking horse runs right up into the fucking house? It jumped the fence. How does nobody hear Jesse whistle, but the horse does?
I was going to ask a question to both of you.
What?
Like in terms of like in terms of the question of like how do they not see this? Which movie stretches that even more? This or Toy Story 4?
This one stretches it. This one definitely stretches it more because Lily Pad literally changes her facial expression while Bonnie's looking at her screen.
That
it
too!
does.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but
God.
though oddly enough, I didn't find anything like actually. It definitely took me out of it, but nothing like actively frustrated me as much as your backpack's in the antique store. Let's go.
Oh, how about
Oh
the
yeah,
fact
no,
that they?
totally.
Oh, how about the
At least
fact that
nothing in this movie reaches that level of like immersion breaking.
they are literally flying in on top of the truck and they make a star symbol? You might as well just shoot a fucking flare off from the delivery truck. You might as well just do that. You, like, the two toys in front of a truck. A motherfucker is driving a truck on the highway, going that way. They had to move before they got crushed. How the fuck are they not caught? That's bullshit.
I think it's kind of like
bullshit. It's stupid as fuck. They would have
Caroline,
died.
Caroline. It's kind of like how the climax of the first movie takes place early in the morning. I think the idea is just that since it's at night when this is happening, anybody who sees them is just going to think that they're tired.
I don't know, dog.
I
Or how about the fact that?
guess so.
Oh, hey, here's another thing. How does the Buzz Army know to freeze up in front of people? They just immediately freeze in front of the people, and then they go, "Whoa, what was that?" Anyways.
Yeah, that was another.
What?
Literally, most of the red flags I have of this movie are from like that, because like no, because the fan theory that they automatically freeze in front of people doesn't work, because it's like otherwise Woody would have Woody and the deformed toys would have done nothing. And
Okay, maybe here's what I think. If we're going off of what Toy Story 5 establishes, my guess would be that it's an instinct to freeze in front of humans, but it can still be overcome.
Okay, well, okay,
yeah, that probably makes the most sense, honestly.
Then why didn't they freeze whenever they were flying up into the air? There's lots of people looking that direction. Like whenever that truck driver was coming up, someone was looking. Like, and even if you want to say like they probably were tired and they don't care, that doesn't matter. The guy who looked at the Buzz Army was tired and didn't feel like picking them up. So they should have just immediately fucking froze dead in the tracks, and then Andy and Jesse and Buzz would fucking die. Like, it's one of those things where, however way you slice it, it doesn't make any sense to me. You guys are not trying to get yourself caught, yet you do all these things. Jesse literally stays up all night playing the stupid poop toy game, and it's loud, and the toys are talking, and yes, I know that they talked whenever people were asleep. That's whatever. That's not what my problem is. My problem is the fact that Jesse shouldn't be loud. But she whistles for the fucking
even earlier
horse.
when she's talking on the radio with Woody, she's whispering.
Oh god, the radio! How can we forget about the fucking radio? What a
yeah, the radio that just
never gets
welcome back
to
Magic Highway that
How
appeared
did
in
they
between
set that
movies
up?
out of nowhere.
How did they set that up?
Fuck you,
They
don't think
didn't.
about it. Unless, like... Also, okay, hey, you guys like the... Like, let's say, when Toy Story... Like, look, I know we don't like Toy Story 4, but hey, anybody who liked Toy Story 4 and wanted to see any of those characters come by... Ha! Nope! Goodbye, Duke Kaboom, not voiced by Keanu Reeves. Goodbye, Looney Tunes, who is, not voiced by Key and Peele, which I get it. They probably didn't want to bring them back in for, money reasons. I fully get it. They probably didn't want to come in just to do like 3 lines or whatever. But
it is strange that Bo is just completely shafted, though.
yeah, Bo just leaves, and
Yeah,
like
Bo,
and,
she doesn't come back till the ending, along with Duke Kaboom.
And
like
the cop.
The first few minutes is the only time we see Ducky and Bunny, and I don't do we even. No, I think
they
we
don't say
see
anything.
Giggle.
They don't return at the end.
Let's talk about like Giggle McDimples. I don't think we even see her again.
Nice.
Too.
So if anybody liked Toy Story 4 and liked the characters from that movie, fuck you. And I get it that they wanted to focus mostly on Jesse, and some of the stuff with Jesse is like, is good.
Oh, the stuff with Jesse is enough to justify the movie's existence. I think.
Yeah.
Not in my. I'm sorry, but not in my opinion.
Yeah,
one good character story is not good enough for me to care about the rest of the movie. Because look.
Actually,
no. Here's why. Just
Hang
real
on.
quick. Okay.
No, you go on.
Okay, all I was gonna say is, if you like Woody and Buzz, and you like whenever they work together and hang out and shit, guess what? They hate each other in this movie for no justifiable reason, even though they're supposed to be best friends. I'm glad that they're fighting again. Really? When was the last time they actually really fought like this? Toy Story 1? Right? I'm not wrong here. I get that they had disagreements and shit, but they never full on, like, hated each other as much as they did in this movie. I like Woody. I like Buzz. I like a movie about them. I like Jessie too, don't get me wrong. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, I'm still trying to find the right image.
Okay. But not only that, yeah, I'm glad that Jessie had her own story. Her own, some may say her own Toy Story. But I'm Tess. Anyways, but she...
I mean, to be fair, she has the majority of the movie screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Alright, I found it. But you know what this whole deal is like? Of how Jesse's like the one thing they put the most focus in.
Yeah.
You know that kind of with that, and I would argue the message, which we'll get to later. But it reminds you of like a horse drawing meme. This one.
Exactly. Which I hope you would all understand why I'm gonna give it the review score I will give it, and what I will say about it compared to Toy Story 4 later. But I genuinely just think that, like, if you weren't just like if you weren't just a fan of just Jessie, there is nothing for you to enjoy with this movie, because they spend most of the movie with the tech angle.
Oh my! I was about to say maybe you'll enjoy Buzz, but then again, aside from like the big payoff of him confessing to Jessie, there's not much to enjoy about Buzz in this movie.
He is literally like Kristoff from Frozen 2, and I will not take that back. He is literally.
I forgot about. Oh my god, you're right. You were absolutely right.
I did think of that when I first noticed that he was trying to do that, but I don't think it's as bad here.
It's like the Rescue Rangers with the fucking proposed shit. Like, oh, I want to tell her.
The Rescue Rangers.
Fucking the Rescuers Down Under, that movie, just like that one with the whole. Oh, I want to tell her. Look? You know what? A lot of people have issues with these tropes. Can we stop with the whole trying to propose shit, but can't do it because inconvenience that happens at random moments? I'm so sick of that. Just talk like normal fucking people, or toys in this instance. Come on. Or mice and Rescuers Down Under.
Are we ready for what we'll talk about? Everything involving the technology and thematic messages.
The lily pad is almost as bad as the lily pad is almost as bad as Gabby Gabby, and I will not take that back. I do not like this fucking this stupid leapfrog ass motherfucker. She sucks, and her weakness is literally just cut the power cord. Which, by the way, whenever they cut the...
By the way, I'd like to just point out, it's not important at all, but I noticed it. Holy shit, I need a charger like that.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you see how fast she charged?
Yeah, no,
yeah,
really.
I noticed it.
That is also, like a double lightning cable.
In terms of, like, what do we think of how this handles the toys versus tech angle? As for me, I think it kind of does it surprisingly good. It's like, I understand it's like both of you. It's not like one side or the other. But you need both of them.
That's the thing.
Like connect with people.
That is something I liked. Where instead of it just being, oh no, Andy doesn't want to play with me right now because of Buzz Lightyear. It's instead the toys being concerned about the practicality of new equipment.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Like, I mean, and it makes sense too for like the modern day. I mean, most of the children you see plagued with anything, they got to be plagued with something digital, because I mean, toys are cool and all, but tech is so versatile that you really only need one toy.
Yeah, it's like toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
Tech is forever, whether you like it or not.
Including communication, which I know some people who actually did relate to Bonnie during the scene where she essentially gets cyberbullied by the people she thought were her friends.
That is a scene that I also really liked. I liked basically whenever she was... Because I did feel bad for her. I don't think this movie is completely devoid of anything.
Making fun of her for like the specific... Just for having toys, and It's like, you still like this? Like, wow, that's shockingly relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially,
exactly. I think the stuff that the movie does with Bonnie and Jesse is really good.
But as a villain, I genuinely do not like the fucking iPad.
she was
She was awful.
she's more so
I'm
an
kind of.
antagonist
It's
than an.
actually
I was about to say she's more so an antagonist than just a straight up villain. I feel.
I mean,
also.
people
I
will say
thought
that
the
about Gabby
movie
Gabby.
in advance. I thought the movie was going to try to milk the whole Emily thing throughout its entire runtime. It surprisingly doesn't do that, and I mean, obviously, there's a scene where it's like, oh my god, she named her daughter after me.
That was sweet.
Yeah,
But
I
that was
enjoyed
sweet.
that. I did enjoy that part.
it
I
was
thought,
it was sweet. It was cheesy, but I liked it.
but here,
Um,
yeah,
I
definitely.
like
But here's
the
the
But,
thing.
but I think what's really cool about it is they more so use the fact that she had an owner before Andy as an excuse to bring her to the new location where the people who find her see the address, which by the way that was not there. Hello Madagascar 2 birthmark.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah.
but they see the old address written on her and bring her there. That makes perfect sense. That's actually really clever.
No, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
But my
and
main issue. Well, here's actually funny because I said like when they went there, I was like, I'm gonna bet money that the people who live there are gonna be the parent, like are gonna be Emily but grown up.
No, I'm so
I was
glad that
so
they
waiting for
didn't
that
just have
reveal.
Emily and her family there.
Yeah, exactly.
glad. Yeah.
Like her new family, and they're like, "Oh my god, is that Jesse? Don't I remember the time?" Anyways,
Hey,
there,
Peter, remember the time?
yeah, you know what's weird? There is a lot of Toy Story 2 references here, and you would think that someone like myself who thinks Toy Story 2 is the best Toy Story movie would like it. Surprisingly, I didn't care. Like whenever they did the whole, oh yeah, Zerg's your father, by the way, and they're all like, "No!" I was
Yeah.
like, hmm. And I was
I
kind of
just thought
mad.
that was fun.
Yeah, it
And
was, but I mean, I was just
I
like,
just remembered something from my review I written
Also,
down.
also the credit
Oh,
scene where all the buzzers are like, "Oh shit!" because a kid brought a Zerg one. That was really funny.
they
also,
found.
I was about to bring up because I've written this down too in my Letterboxd review, but you know what, Lilypad, with the whole she's not an antagonist thing, you know what Lilypad it kind of parallels to me.
What?
She's kind of like anxiety in Inside Out.
Exactly, she's like anxiety from Inside Out too, where they do things that are harmful in the long run, but they do it with the intent of trying to protect their kid.
Yeah, Inside Out 2 and Toy Story 5 have a similar idea going on there, where it's like it's not even a matter of evil; it's just a matter of competing for what they think is right, but being misguided. Both
Yeah,
sides.
which I think is, I mean, I like anxiety more, but I still think this is like a unique way of tackling that.
Oh no, Inside Out 2 is definitely the better movie, but I really appreciate that they decided to apply this to a different thing where it's like an actual real world relevant at the time of us making this sort of thing.
And
Where
yeah, Toy
where
Story 5 feels
obviously they weren't gonna have Bonnie like get some sort of scam email where it's like, I'll kill you. You don't give us $500.
Inside Out
But
2 deals with this like
I like that they did basically as much as they could within the restraints of the movie's age rating.
yeah, Inside Out 2 deals with this like mentally, while Toy Story does it 5 does it with, I guess, digitally.
Yeah, with
That's just
with the
physically,
tools
but it's like that
at
doesn't
your
make
disposal.
sense. But yeah,
Disposal.
Also, I mean, I can see the, comparison here, but genuinely, as a character, I was like, I don't like you. You just really suck. Like she's like at one point she's like whenever Jesse texts Lilypad, it was like, hey hey L, this is Jay. Which by the way, can I just say, if I was Lilypad in this situation, I'd be like, who the fuck is texting me? And then be like, oh wait, that's Jesse. Ah, fuck you, I ain't responding. And I get like she was like, oh, I hurt Bonnie. I feel bad. I feel bad. Do
Well,
you think?
Lilypad literally did try to delete the message at first.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not meaning that. No, I'm meaning in the delivery
Oh,
truck.
you mean like during the climax?
Yeah. I get like how she would know, but like I feel like she would have probably been like that was like the last thing on her mind to remember. But I don't know,
Yeah,
man. She's just
especially
such
she
a
really
villain.
No,
tried
no.
to
Why
throw
would that
herself
not be on her
away.
mind? The fact of the matter,
No, I'm
why
meaning
would that
the.
not be on her mind?
I'm meaning like getting a new message. I feel like that would be the last. Like I'd be more worried about who
Okay,
where the outcome.
that would be startling, but it would still be relevant to the
Yeah,
situation
no,
at hand.
it is.
So you wouldn't panic upon seeing it.
Hey L, this is hey
Yeah.
L, this is Jay.
I
I just want to talk to you.
I do think it's a little strange that they suddenly decided to have the technology in these movies be alive when like the cell phones in Toy
Yeah.
Story 3 and Andy's computer and like I don't know, Al's fax machine.
I guess
Al's fax machine.
what I guess is like the justification is that since Lilypad is like a specifically made for playtime, she gets to be alive, yet none of the other tech does.
No,
I don't-
well,
I guess that
doesn't
makes sense.
Why the
I don't
fuck?
know, it's
Okay, then
weird.
my question is why would the GPS tracker be alive then? Like, cause that's not a toy. That's a tool. Why would the camera be alive? That's a camera. That's not a toy. That's not made for playtime.
Well, then again, these movies have been. I mean, as early as Toy Story 1, actually, these movies have sort of been stretching the definition of what counts as a toy because Bo Peep shouldn't count either.
I mean, I guess.
Sorta. And
But-
they do mention in 2 and 3 that lawn gnomes and Christmas decorations are alive, which I guess could be used for play, but it's still weird.
It really got fucking bent out of shape whenever it turned out to be fucking Fork Face.
But yeah, Toy
Fucking
Story 4
Forky is absolutely where I draw the line because there's absolutely no way they wouldn't have seen Andy make some sort of makeshift clay doll or
makeshift
something like that.
Lovecraftian horror.
I don't know, dog. I just thought that the technology angle was just kind of like a weird way to take the series after Toy Story. After Toy Story.
It is. It's a new and seemingly weird direction to take the series. But what I like about it is that it is relevant. The movie has something to say.
Also,
and I like that.
Oh, sorry.
And I do like that they say that these things need to like coexist in order to help a child, because it would be extremely hypocritical if Pixar, which was co-founded by Steve Jobs, were to just place all the blame on screens and have them be like the villain.
No, in fact, they even have Jessie be antagonistic towards screens because she doesn't fully understand it. Weirdly enough, her playing the smarty pants is where she really starts to get it.
Yeah, it's like they play into the idea at first, but then she grows to like some sort of bond with them.
And honestly, I think it works as well because even if the movie doesn't spell this out, I think it really works that Jessie would have such an aversion to screens due to how much time she spent with Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You know what I just realized about the email thing? So when Jessie sent the email to Lilypad Wall in the delivery truck, she doesn't know that, she knows that Bonnie's been playing Lilypad with Lilypad a lot. How would she know that Lilypad, wouldn't be in her hand right now? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a small nitpick, and at the grand scheme of things, if she was the worst thing that would.
Wait, what are you referring to?
Whenever
which moment?
In the delivery truck, when Jessie texts Lilypad.
Oh yeah, no, that's because Lilypad specifically said that she threw herself away.
No, but that was before Jessie sent the message. Because remember, she sent the message and then.
I think it's because it's like Bonnie's mom mentioned she like turned off the chat room feature, which is like.
But Jessie
then how?
But Jessie wouldn't know that. Jessie wasn't at home.
No, so Caroline, what happened was they sent another message to Bonnie about getting the toys, and then Lilypad responded because Bonnie didn't have Lilypad at the moment.
She texted, "Hey Jay, hey L, it's Jay. Let's talk." And my guess...
Is that what she said?
Yes, I read the message. It was on the screen for a little bit. because she was wanting to talk to Lilypad specifically. And that's when Lilypad's like, oh, I threw myself away. And then they're like, oh, where are you? And they're like, here. And then sent pictures. And then they're like, you know what's funny about this fucking movie?
Oh, also, one more thing that I do like is that I like that they actually use the features of the technology to save the day.
Yeah, with the buzz thing.
Yeah.
Can I just say this?
But I don't even mean with the drones. I meant with like taking pictures and being able to send messages to each other over long distance.
Yeah. I did also think it was kind of funny that Mr. Hippo over here couldn't fucking couldn't get the right map because it was fucking outdated. Which again, they run through the house. Which, by the way, if anybody was up and walking around, you're dead. You're fucked. You got caught. Like, again, why? Why didn't you just go around? That was very fucking risky. For no reason. Thank God everybody has a fucking
I don't know why they didn't
dipshit.
go around it. It was also weird. Like, the movie definitely has some...
Especially when they're, like, hanging up, like, by the stairs. Like, no one at the table would have seen it.
That's stupid. This movie's dumb with this shit. And, like, at least say what you want about Toy Story 1 through 3, but at the very least, they were pretty clever with how they're able to hide. Like, I would say, like, how...
It does feel like Pixar's given up on the ways they can have the toys be sneaky.
And that's sad, because that was just a good way of world building. It made it to where they couldn't just take the easy option. If they could just walk around and never get caught, well, fuck me! Fuck it! Where's the stakes?
It removes a lot of the stakes in this series.
Yeah, why would I care? They'll never get caught, because either the adults are too stupid to look up from their phones, or the kids are too stupid to look up from their iPads, or I'm too stupid to care. I don't know. Like, it's stupid. And not only that, another thing that cracked me up in the theater was literally when when they got on the horses and they ran up, it felt like a fucking Avengers fucking portal scene where they're like, Buzz Lightyear, assemble! Like, come on, man, get this
really
shit
liked
out
that
of here.
Because it established. I mean, they already established that Blaze owns toys, even if she doesn't play with them all the time, and they're not like the only thing she ever plays with. I like that they established that she had them as a collection because, I mean, that's a thing people do. Even if they don't play with toys, they tend to buy some just for the sake of putting them on display.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I have my plush toys on either my bed or on display right now.
I don't know what you guys are talking about when you talk about toys and shit. Putting them on display. That sounds a little ridiculous. I really don't know what you're talking about.
Is this going to be in the video?
I don't really get what you're talking about. Don't really get it.
Let's see, what's something have we... Oh yeah, the music! I want to mention that real quick, since...
It's decent.
It's decent for original, especially when they have the instrumental versions of When She Left Me, but it has the same problem as Toy Story 4, which just haphazardly recycles music from the other movies
Thank fuck.
With barely any care of...
I didn't even think about the music at all watching the movie.
I did, especially since another moment that took me out of the... Another moment that took me out of it, or two moments, is when they had at least like 3-second bits from the soundtrack of Monster Inc. play. Like, I'm not kidding.
What? Oh my
I don't know when, but I remember one moment in the movie where they play like the same music cue as for when Sully looks at the Boo Cube and this faints.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even think anything of the music watching this. I don't even remember the music other than two specific things. Two things that I did remember were, one, there's a Taylor Swift song in the first section of the credits for some reason. That's right. They also used a little bit of licensed music in this one.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God.
But the other thing that I noticed, the other note I had that I thought was weird was, why the fuck did you put a rap scene in the credits?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I didn't watch. Here, let me be honest. I didn't stick around.
I watched like the mid-credit scene.
I didn't care to stick around to watch more of the movie. I wanted to get out
Yeah,
of the theater.
Okay, so
especially
yeah,
since
so Caroline, for context, at the end of the credits, Lilypad shows up and starts playing the rap version of that thing Jesse said to her earlier, and then the other toys start rapping along to it.
oh my god.
Wow, I wonder why Caroline doesn't like this fucking movie.
Wow, I wonder.
You didn't
Yeah,
even know that I
I
existed
guess.
until right
No,
now!
but like that was another
I
thing you
guess for
reminded
like,
me of. They do a rap part with the.
it also
fucking
reminded
toy.
me of like a prediction I remember making in the TS5 video is like that Lilypad would have used the photos and voice recordings of the toys as a means to like blackmail them to not interfere, but no, she really doesn't use that at all.
That actually would have
Well,
been
because
kind of.
Lilypad's not even, because Lilypad's really not a monster. He's just,
Oh yeah,
I guess,
Lilypad's
egotistical.
not an evil person. Just locks away the other toys into a box for like the. That's another thing. Why would you bring back?
Yeah, I think that's
Lois
like the only
Shawn
like
and
malicious
recast Mr.
thing
Potato
she
Head?
really does.
Why would you recast the potato heads if they're only going to have a few? Like, I guess just to have them say
I guess
something.
it's
I guess
better than in 4 where there was just a voice box of already recorded lines from the previous movies, but here sometimes it works. Sometimes the recasting works for Potato Head. Other times he sounds so off that it just takes me out for a bit.
Which isn't the full.
Slinky sounded odd in this movie as well.
Again, thank God. Why? Like, look, I get it. They probably just don't think anybody cares about the other toys, but I do. I care about Rex. I care about Slink. I care about the other characters. I want to see more of them.
Care, seeing as that they put them in all the posters, all the posters, and even still make merchandise of them. It's like,
yeah, they care so much when they want to monetize them, but don't care about them to put them in the story. Thank God. I would rather. It's kind of like if I ever make you like when my Diablo Immortal playthrough comes out. I know this sounds weird, but like I have a thumbnail with Dale in it, and I do that, but Dale isn't even in the video. Like Dale might appear in the background. That's it. Like then why would you make it seem like that? And I get like that's way different. But it's like if you announce a superhero movie, you put like, I don't know. It's like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and you have the Illuminati in the background. Like,
yeah,
why? They're not even in the background.
Because at least with was Falcon in the poster for Ant-Man?
No.
Okay, good. Because I was about to be like, at least for that movie, they didn't have Falcon show up in the poster just to advertise. Yeah, he's going to be in one scene of the movie. Get excited.
Yeah, and I wanted to see these other characters.
Guys, Wong.
Everybody.
Guys, it's Wong in Infinity War.
Yeah, or oh my gosh, guys, it's.
I'm pretty sure Wong was in the Infinity War poster, but I was just trying to make a joke
Yeah,
because it's so fun. It's so funny how he just leaves.
But he's like very small in the poster, so it's like not taking up like a huge. This would be like if in Spider-Man's No Way Home's poster they had Daredevil be like a huge character in it, even if he shows up in one scene or two scenes.
He shows up in one was deleted, but he shows up in one scene, one deleted scene, and he's not even in costume. So if you even have him in costume, it wouldn't make sense. It doesn't make sense anyways. I'm listing off these problems because they did aggravate me in the movie. I didn't like any of the new toys. I didn't enjoy any of the new tech. I didn't enjoy the 50 other fucking buzzes. I like Rex. I like Mr. Potato Head. I like Slink. I like Ham. Fuck it. You know what? I would even say it. I like Forky more than most of these fucking people. I would rather see him. But guess what? No, they're thrown away. They're thrown into a garage. This exact thing happened in Toy Story 4. But I guess nobody cares because, oh, well, it happened before. I guess we should have expected it to happen again. I
think it frustrates me more in Force because it's like they easily could have come along with a trip. It's like the whole cabinet plan, infiltrate plan thing, that actually could have, like Slink could have made that cabinet jump. Bullseye could have distracted the cat. Ham and Rex or whatever could have either gone in or held on to the other end of the line. You know what? That plan actually would have succeeded had they come along instead of the new toys. Now that I think about it, because they actually know how to work as a team.
But they're not even in this movie. Instead, I mean, they are. Oh, sorry, they are. Wallace Shawn is Rex in Toy Story 5. And the most he gets is like, I genuinely think he gets less lines in this movie than he did in Toy Story 4. And that is fucking abysmal.
It's weird because I think he gets just as much lines as Bullseye, who gets to talk in Blaze's playtime sequence.
God, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Thank fuck.
He's the one who planted the bomb inside of Smarty Pants.
I fucking don't like this movie at all. Smarty Pants. He's gonna wipe your ass! My whole theater... No,
yeah, the audience in my theater definitely went like, ooh, when that happened.
My theater, literally after the movie, everybody fucking clapped, and I was like... I was legitimately like, what are you all clapping for? What did we gain?
That was like the most... as well, and I was like,
that and the most noteworthy parts of my theater experience was that and these two people who, for some reason, decided to take a baby into the movie theater, which started crying and took me out of the Jesse finding the box scene. I was like, I wanted to get invested in that, damn it.
I was invested in it, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then I saw the 50 other buzzes run up, and I was like, oh,
why do people even bring babies into movie theaters? Just wait for it to come out.
The person sitting behind me, the parents sitting behind me brought like their like 4-week-old child to the theater, and they were completely quiet, actually. So that was nice. I still wondered why you would bring a child that young to a movie theater and then sit in the second row.
Yeah, dude, my theater was so fucking packed that sit in the front. Sorry.
Something that is funny that they mentioned though is that they said that they also brought their child to watch The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure would be even less appropriate to bring a literal like newborn to. But I find it funny that they said that the woman sitting next to them after the credits ended said that she thought that the baby's noises were Grogu the whole time.
I didn't even know bringing babies into a movie theater was like a common... I thought that was just a thing that happened to I Hate Everything when he made his video on why he hates movie theaters. But no, apparently it's a thing that happens regularly. And like, why?
Oh, well.
Why?
It was funny because there was some, like, because we had to sit up front, and my friend's, like, neck started fucking hurting because of, like, how close we were. And I felt really bad. But there was literally no other seats that we could have all three sat at. And it was funny because my sister went with us, and she went to go watch Obsession. And I walked out, and she
I only had, like, one of the few seats available for me was in the middle of an already crowded... Oh, yeah, and the theater I went to is one that has, like, leg lounges. You know what I mean. What's the name of them?
Are you talking about...
When you push the button and the leg seat moves up.
Fuck, what is that called?
Have your feet standing out?
Yeah. Isn't it, like, rocking... Well, aren't they kickbacks? Or something?
Yeah, I think it's called kickback. That's...
Lounge chairs! Lounge chairs.
Push through that just to get to my seat in the theater, because some people already had... Even a person next to me, like, fell asleep while they had theirs up.
I think at one point my friend did fall asleep watching this movie. And my other friend...
Really?
Yeah. They did not like that. They gave this movie a 1 out of 10. They really did not like it.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of which, shall we give... If that's everything, shall we give our scores for this movie?
I guess, did you guys want to talk about the new characters? Oh, wait! What new
we
characters?
Did briefly.
They're nothing! They help to the plot a little bit here and there, but they're not fun. The humor! I don't like the humor of this movie. I only laughed, like, maybe a handful of times, like, maybe once or twice. Like, there's nothing funny here! The only funny thing that I thought, like, some of the scenes that I thought were funny was... like the scene where they brought up the no scene. They're like, no! And Trixie storming the wedding, I thought was funny. And off the top of my head, that's it. I didn't think this movie was funny. So
Yeah.
that I guess that should just show either my humor is just not there, or I don't know.
Or you might need a very high IQ to understand the
true.
complexity.
You need a very high IQ to understand Smarty Pants.
True. I wanted to break. I genuinely, whenever I saw Smarty Pants, I wanted someone just to grab him and just throw him onto the ground repeatedly until he broke. Or take the fucking batteries out and let him suffocate. I fucking hate this stupid toy.
Smarty Pants might become a real toy like Lily Pad, so you could just buy one and do that.
Fuck no. I'd rather not. That's so dumb. It's so stupid. I hate it. God.
Right, so is
Anything
that
else
everything?
about Toy Story 5, everybody?
I think I've pretty much said everything I wanted to say.
Roxy?
Most of it's coming directly from my Letterboxd review.
I like the joke where the teacher is mad at the kids for picking up the Buzz Lightyear toys, and then he just picks up one himself and is like, I kind of like Buzz Lightyear.
Go watch Lightyear in theaters today. It's like, could you imagine that's how it ends? Goodness. I also
Lightyear too.
Wait! No, we didn't even talk about the Buzz Lightyear, like the other Buzz Lightyear toys.
Well, we did.
What?
We did briefly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We did.
What did they do? Absolutely nothing. What I was also going to say about them, why would they need a boat to get somewhere if they're just waterproof anyways? Can they just?
I guess because it's like the overwhelming.
It's a lot less energetically taxing
but still leak into.
They were submerged under the water.
Look, Caroline. It's a lot easier to traverse the ocean. Okay, Caroline. But... If you were immune to water pressure, which Buzz wouldn't even be in this case, but if you were immune to drowning in water pressure, would you rather walk across the entire ocean floor, or would you rather just be on a boat?
I mean, I guess on a boat, but still, I don't know. I just thought it was weird that they had to take a boat. I don't know, man. I just thought it was weird that they were on a boat. I guess it would make more sense on that case.
Well, the reason they were underwater in the other part is because they were trying to be stealthy.
Yeah. But I felt like they were.
And also,
less water in a lake than there is.
It was water in a lake than the entire ocean.
My bad. I just thought it was weird that they're waterproof, because I always thought Buzz Lightyear was supposed to be like a big electronic toy, especially since they're drones and they have hotspot. How can they, like, you submerge my phone into water? First of all, you're gonna get punched. Second of all, it's gonna break. What kind of Buzz Lightyear toys are these? They're drones. Aren't their propellers gonna get damaged? Whatever. Who cares, right?
The propellers are contained within their bodies when their drone mode isn't on. At least that's what I was able to gather from the way their wings hold.
What the? I thought this. I had. Apparently, I did not have this on Do Not Disturb. Okay, that was the thing. Sorry.
Scared the shit out of me. I don't know. I guess we'll go into rankings, because I genuinely have nothing else to say.
Yeah, fair.
Do you, Roxy?
I don't think so.
Alright, sir, and you don't have anything else to say?
Just read my Letterboxd review if I missed something.
Okay. Let's move on to ranking. Who wants to kick us off on ranking? Actually, I want Sir to kick us off on ranking, because I feel like out of anybody, you are the one that probably has the most to say.
I give it a perfectly fine 7 out of 10. It might change if Trevor has some good points to make about it, which he is almost guaranteed with Trevor. But for now, I am completely satisfied with what we've got. Definitely not without its flaws, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm super happy that the movie's just good at all. Like, okay, obviously this isn't what happened. Like, I gave it a score based off its own merits, but I'm just thinking of the Scott the Woz bit in his Wii U video where he was like, "Wow, the game was a 5 out of 10. That's enough for it to be a 6 out of 10."
Good God.
It made me think of that. But no, I actually did like this movie. Uh, I'd give it an 8.
So the question of what do I hate more, this or Toy Story 4? I think my opinion kind of states that. I mean, I think I kind of would. I'm leaning way more towards Toy Story 4, obviously being the worst one. But overall, this movie I still don't think is very good. I don't want to be harsh because there's good in it. There is stuff that could have made this movie great if they like trimmed all the shit that like I had an issue
Yeah,
with. But these
if
are
they just
issues.
ironed out everything else alongside, make it as strongest Jesse stuff.
Yeah,
Is what I'm getting at.
yeah, but with the poop jokes, with the almost getting caught multitudes of times, like, and also highlighting side characters, which was an issue that Toy Story 4 had, but that doesn't nullify that this movie has this problem. The fact that I don't like any of the new toys, which at the very least I could say I liked the silly Carney toy. Key and Peele. I like Key and Peele, but I can't remember their fucking names. I thought some of their jokes.
Ducky and Bunny.
Ducky and Bunny. Original.
It's not that hard to remember.
My bad.
Damn, it would have been a lot easier to remember if they had names like Bonnie and Chica.
True. But aside, like, most of my giant problems with this movie, while also having a lackluster antagonist that I don't think is. We didn't even talk. Did we even really talk about? I guess we did talk about Buzz and Woody's whole debacle and how that is completely unresolved at the end. They just kind of go.
It just sort of stops. It's
which
like
is stupid.
With no real resolution.
With Buzz not being as smart as he usually is, which I guess he was smart enough. Like, he wasn't as dumb as Toy Story 4 Buzz, but that ain't saying much. That guy's IQ was on the floor. Was broke through the floor. I don't think I'm harsh in saying this is like a 3 out of 10. I don't like this movie. I don't hate it as much as I hate Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 is like a 2, maybe a 1 out of 10. But genuinely, I think my problems are substantial enough to where I'm not going to give it a higher score after this. I don't want to rewatch it. I'm definitely not even of the opinion that this movie is... we're back. I don't even feel like we're back. Or, well, maybe we're back, I guess, in the sense of it's better than Toy Story 4 and Lightyear.
We're back, and this is definitely a Toy Story.
True. No, but here's the thing. It is kind of funny that I didn't pause.
Hang on, I forgot that we had a sandboard here. But there we go.
Yeah, fuck, I could have played that. But yeah, saying we're back after Toy Story, after, like, yeah, I guess we're not in the deepest of hell. We're not at the literal bottom of the barrel anymore, I guess, but you can't deny that this...
We're midway through the barrel to being on top again.
I don't know. I wouldn't even say we're there. I would say we're probably above a little bit of the bottom. I don't know. That's all I have to say. Also, sidelining, like, the Buzz Lightyear shit. Like, the other Buzzes just feel like it should have been like a Disney Plus show. If they really wanted to do something like this. And I probably wouldn't mind to watch it. But the fact that it took away from all, like, the more emotional parts, along with actually seeing toys we like, can't you see why I'd be a little upset about that?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what's your final score?
A 3 out of 10. I don't like this
movie. Wow.
And you know what? Maybe a lot of people won't like that that's my score. Maybe a lot of people would say I'm being way too fucking harsh. But
I think most people just aren't going to care.
I hope not. I mean, I hope they don't care. Because I genuinely don't like this movie. I hope when everybody goes and sees it, which It just came out yesterday. I want to see how fans actually feel about this. Is this going to be like a Thor: Love and Thunder situation where a lot of people immediately don't like it and will give it really harsh scores? Or is this going to be a case of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where people said it was really good, and then we wait a while, and then now we start to realize how bad it was? Guess we have to wait and see. I'm not going to say any more about this movie. It's a 3 out of 10. Closer to a 4 than a 3, or than a 2, but yeah, I don't like Toy Story. I think I was way nicer here than I was in the car review because I gave it a 2 in the car. So that was what's fully fresh on my mind. But I think I was a little harsh because of the fact that the Jesse stuff, I will admit, the Jesse stuff is the 3, along with some smaller things in the movie that bumped it up. But that's not enough for this to be something I would want to willingly go back to. So there you go. That's my review for... That's our review. Sorry, not just mine. That's our review for Toy Story 5. Finally, we can get off this fucking
Finally, we
topic.
can move past this.
Thank fuck. I'm glad that it's over.
The next time is The Amazing Digital Circus.
God.
The whole show, not just the finale. And if we don't have Hexia on board, we'll find another guest. Trust me.
I hate my life. Why? I mean, I guess I gotta finish.
I mean, at least you got an iPhone.
What?
Oh, you never... Oh, old school joke. I'll explain later if you want me to.
Why is that what we gotta talk about next? Digital Circus?
Because it concluded very, very recently.
Of course.
Yeah. Plus, it's the first Glitch Productions thing we'll get to talk about on the show.
Yeah, SMG4 episode 1. Anyways. And then after that, will we finally actually talk about something
Supergirl.
Thank fuck.
Here.
And they'll wrap up the latest batch of 10.
Thank God.
And which will mean we'll get to do a ranking.
Which, by the
way,
at
the end of that one.
I'm gonna lower after Supergirl. I'm gonna lower it to where we do it in groups of 5 instead, so that we can. So then not everybody has to wait so long for us to do the ranking for it. They can just...
That's fine.
Cause I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Supergirl. Huh. That movie looks actually, like, great. Oh, that's a superhero! You're a fucking dipshit! Anyways. God, where's the gun? Where's, like, the gun sound effect? Oh, I need Discord Nitro. This is so sad.
I don't have Nitro, which makes me sad. Please, I'm gonna ask one of my other friends. Is like, please, I need this. My account is kind of Nitro less.
It's like, I can't wait till we talk about Supergirl. Wait, it's a superhero movie.
Oh my God, Caroline, you're making us watch a superhero movie?
I don't want to even...
Caroline, I'm actually excited for Supergirl, okay?
Supergirl does look good.
Are you excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day? I'm excited.
Okay, upon seeing the trailer in theaters, because I still forgot to watch the trailer, I nutted in my pants, not literally. But I wanted to upon seeing, oh my God, the Hulk's a crazy guy again, finally.
I'm glad that they're doing that, finally.
Finally, the Hulk's being done justice after Infinity War. Because that was, like, the last time...
Hey,
or Endgame.
The Hulk fighting Thanos was the last cool thing he did, and he lost.
Hey, sir. But don't forget...
And it makes sense why he lost. Wait, what?
Don't forget, Dab. Listen to your parents.
I actually have that as like an island lingo on my little Ramune island.
God.
And yes, that's the name of it. My Tomodachi Life game.
I'm so excited for these 2 superhero movies specifically. Because, one, they're coming out at around the same time, which also, I guess, it looks good. They both look great. I'm excited to see whatever else they do. And I guess after that, the next new release thing we'll be talking about, would it be... Would you guys be willing to do Clayface?
Maybe. Let's see. Let me look at upcoming.
Homer's The Odyssey. That's coming out. I'm definitely seeing that shit. That looks artistic
And also,
as fuck.
I'm not. Sorry, Caroline. I won't be doing a Nolan marathon for that because in order to do that, it'll have to start less than a month after I finished Spielberg.
No,
I don't want it to be like that close to each other, you know?
Yeah, I would say wait till your next review marathon for next year. Or like December or something. For something more worth your time.
Maybe fall, or if the pattern continues, it won't be till March of next year.
Are you guys excited for... I'm so excited for Spider-Man. Oh yeah, also for back reasons, we will also be doing Hell of a Boss, Has Been Hotel, and yeah, Roxy, you have to get on that. Has Been Hotel, and
we're going to do that for Vultures Nest.
Yeah, I do have to get on.
I guess one more thing from 2025 is going to leak over
just a little.
Next batch.
Hey.
But you know, I love Has Been, so I'm willing to make this an exception.
We can make an exception for Has Been. Which, by the way, I wonder, man, when we're going to be talking about Wonder Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, honestly.
If we don't do Wonder Man, you all will be in a world of hell.
That means you would have watched Actually, no, you still got Punisher One Last Kill out of the deal.
That was not part of any deal. I just said we should do it because it was like
how would you react? How would you react if, like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch Wonder Man, and then I'm gonna watch Wonder Man later today, and then you just hear on the news, RoxyReviews was hit by a car and
Roxy or
Caroline would literally go down to hell and drag your soul upwards just to get you to watch Wonder Man.
I'm going to tell you both this. You better watch this fucking show. And I'm meaning, like, you got until the
watch it, not just sit with it on and while you look at your phone.
If you don't watch it, I'm making us talk about 4 Marvel movies in a row. And it'll be Thor Love and Thunder, Black Widow, and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I don't know what the 4th one will be, but I will think about it. So just know, that's over your skulls. Just remember, I will be that fucking...
Also, Caroline, here, I have a question.
What?
Because I do want to work on my Toy Story 5 video tonight, but I do kind of wonder, would you rather continue your digital circus progress, like, tonight, or would you rather wait until tomorrow? I'm fine with whatever, but if we do it so...
Oh yeah, what episode?
I probably won't finish my Toy Story 5 video for another couple days anyway, but if I'm working on it while we watch it, I'll probably be muted unless I have something to say at any point.
What episode are we?
Hey, all I know is...
Hey, shut up, Key and Peele. Hey, all I know...
I'm just wondering, because I want to know, like, scheduling-wise, when we should talk about the Amazing Digital Circus.
I can't do it tonight. Tomorrow is definitely more possible. Well, we're on episode 6. That's the one that we're going to continue from. Episode 6. So, we're a little over halfway done with
it. You're going to be what?
Caroline hasn't actually seen episode 6 yet.
Yeah, you're on one of the best episodes of the show.
To be fair, sir, I think every episode is better than the previous one.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's wrap this up. Shall we? Roxy started. Roxy finish it.
Transition.
Star. Command.
Shut
Star.
up.
Command.
Shut.
Thank you all for watching, listening. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things that helps us get noticed.
Command.
Your support means the world to us. Genuinely. That'll be it. And one last word, Roxy.
Star. What?
Rendezvous with Star Command. See ya.
Rendezvous with
And
these
again.
nuts, bitch. Anyways.
Yum.
Bye. Goodbye. I'm leaving. I'm going home.
Is this
Okay,
our
have a good
longest?
night, Caroline.
Is this our longest Vulture's Nest episode to date?